Hey, what's up everybody? I use YouTube, as you probably do, to fix a lot of things, and I use it quite a bit to work on my Honda Shadow here, so I thought I'd give back a little bit today. I tried to find a video with wiring up an accessory block on the Shadow here, and then also hooking up a volt gauge or voltmeter to make sure that the voltage going to the battery and coming from the battery is appropriate for powering the accessories on this bike. So I thought I'd give back a little bit and shoot this video. So hope you enjoy. And it's a Shadow 1100 VT1100C. And what I've got going on here is my accessory block that I'm putting in right here. And I also have a battery tender that's hooked up to each of the leads here on the main part of the battery. I've done that here to the top, as you can see. I've hooked in those up here. I don't want to hook in too many other type of accessories up on the block itself that goes to the main leads of the electrical system, because it can loosen those up. And I actually did have some arcing on this terminal here. I can't really see it, but anyway, I thought I had a bad battery, and it ended up just being a loose bolt here on the battery post itself. So I don't like to hook up a lot of accessories on the top of the battery. My battery has these forward posts here, so I think that's what I'm going to be using to hook up this accessory block. Now, the benefits of an accessory block is you're not hooking up a lot of electronics onto the battery itself that doesn't then shut off when you turn your bike off. So the accessory block, what it does, it'll allow you to hook in, as you can see here, 4 different accessories. This here then gets wired in onto the battery itself, but then it has a third lead. And this third lead, especially on my Honda Shadow here, is just a red wire. And what I did, and I've already taped it up, so I apologize, but what I did was I actually found the lead, the hot wire coming off of the rear lights and license plate light. And if you wanted to find that, you could probably just kind of follow these wires down here. That's exactly what that is. You don't want to get one of your turn signals. And there's a wiring diagram that I found online that was very helpful. But essentially what you're looking for is following these wires coming down, and then you're going to look for a brown wire. And if you kind of move these things aside a little bit, you'll see that brown wire is right in here. So it's the bottom one right here, right there. So there's 3 wires that come in off the main tail lamp. It's your brown, your green, and then a green yellow. So you'll definitely want to be using that brown wire there. Alright, so just to make sure and test that you have the correct wire, and test my honesty here for you, I'm going to set this where you can see it. It'd be upside down, but that'd be alright. Okay, so as you can see, I've got zeros on there right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just put this black lead. You could do 2 things with it. Number 1, you could find out where all your greens are coming in. Just kind of look in here, and you'll see a lot of green leads coming into this one joiner here, and basically those are all your grounds. So you could put that into there. Certainly you could do that, and then you can find the end where this brown cable goes in. This brown wire goes in back here. Let me do this so you can see a little bit better. Okay. So these are your grounds here. These green wires here coming into here, okay? And then your brown, you can actually just stick your positive into that, because that's going to be the hot wire coming in off of the tail lamp, okay? So I'm just going to show you what that looks like here. Put those in place, all right? And you'll see my meter over here. Let me turn it upside down here. Right side up. And I'm going to flip on the key. And there you go. So it's coming in just a little under 12, but in any case, you can see that now that's live. I'm going to go ahead and switch the key back off, and you notice it goes back to 0. So that's exactly what we want. That's the wire you want to run your accessory cable, or accessory wire as they call it, to. So accessory wire coming off of the accessory block here, you can see it's right there. That's what I then spliced in to the brown wire there. Okay. Basically what I did was I cut a little bit on each side around the wire. I stripped off that little bit of insulation carefully from the wire. You don't want to damage the wire itself. And then I picked that insulation out of there. Then what you want to do is you want to get an ice pick or something, and you go right straight down through those copper wire threads and create a little hole. And then what you do, let's pretend this is my accessory wire. You're going to take that, put that through the hole, and make sure this is long enough to where you can actually wrap it around. So you probably want about that much wire showing. Put that through the wire, through the hole, okay, and then you bend this around itself a few times, and then you can tape it up. Learned that little trick when I was installing remote start systems for cars back in the day. All right, anyway, so I've got that wired up. Basically what this does, okay, there's a relay in here, and when you have electricity going through a relay switch, it completes the circuit and then allows power to come to the block itself. That's the way any relay works, but that's how it works on this system here. So this is not going to turn on until it detects electricity on the accessory wire. That's all that this is doing for that brown wire, is it's just detecting the electricity coming through there, and it tells this box, okay, go ahead and turn on and power the accessories. That way they're not running your battery down when your bike is off. So that's essentially what I'm doing today. Thought this would save you a little bit of time. Took me a while to figure that out. I looked at the wiring diagram for this bike, which again was very helpful. Found that that brown wire there is going to be the magic sauce for getting this block to work. What you'll want to do next, and I don't have a video on this, but you can find some of these on YouTube, and that's to make sure that you're not trying to power too much with this block. You want to make sure you do all your calculations correctly and figure out what your bike and the charging system can actually run. Okay, if you get heated grips, heated suit, jacket, whatever the case may be, you're trying to plug all that into here. If you do too much and you run through too much electricity demand through the system that it was designed for, basically that can burn out your charging system, and your rectifier is probably going to be the first to go, but it could burn out your stator too. So just something to keep in mind. Hope this helped you, and like it if you like it. Thanks.